I've got some stunning video for you of a man being threatened for filming a public meeting. This is involving New York State Senator Sue Serino, a Republican, who ordered a man to stop filming the public meeting. And they tried explaining to him that he can't film because he's not a resident of the county where the meeting is taking place. This is totally bogus. The man who is filming is a YouTuber known as Mert Melfa. And he appears to be a critic of State Senator Serino. Fine, that doesn't really impact whether or not he's allowed to film. And police were even brought in and threatened arrest of this man. So let's start at the beginning. This is State Senator Sue Serino. She claims she spoke to a lawyer and this guy is not allowed to film. Let's take a look at the video.
I just talked to my chief of staff, and counsel said that with the open meetings law, we can ask that you not film because there might be people that might not want to speak up, and feel free to speak. So we're asking you to not film.
This is under open meeting law. People are allowed to film.
We just checked with that counsel, and they said no. They said we can ask you. It's not the same forum.
Well,
And I'd like to have an open dialogue, and I don't want anybody to be worried about what they're saying, so I'm asking you to remove the camera.
this is a public meeting, and I am allowed to film.
It's open meetings law. I just talked to our counsel and our chief of staff.
All right, I think that's enough of this part, Lewis. So first of all, there's no requirement to be a resident of the county to film. Number two, if residents don't want to be on camera, then they should contact their legislators outside of a public meeting, right? It's not the responsibility of this dude to prevent residents from being on camera. They're choosing to go to a public meeting. And further, the idea that a council said, we can ask you not to film, that may be very specific language. Of course, anyone can ask this guy not to film. Whether there's any legal justification for preventing him from filming or kicking him out, that's a different story.
You can ask him to do a triple backflip, but
Sure.
he doesn't have to do it. He may not be able to do it. You can ask, though.
Then come the threats of arrest. And in this part of the video, you might notice over the police officer's left shoulder, something on the wall that looks suspiciously like a camera, filming the entire room, including those people who may not want to speak if they know that the meeting is being filmed. I wonder if that camera is on during these meetings. I wonder if the state senators mention to anybody the entire room is being filmed by this camera that is visible above the police officer's shoulder while he is threatening this man with arrest for doing the exact same thing, filming a public meeting. Take a look.
Oh, have your answers.
Sir, I've asked you a couple times now, very respectfully. If you do not want to leave, we can go another course. That's completely up to you. But we've asked you to leave.
Okay, so you're gonna arrest me if I don't leave.
At this point, you're pushing that line, yes.
Okay.
And what exactly would he be arrested for? Bringing a second camera into the room? I mean, it's just absurd. And this is, I get that this guy might have a history with the state senator. It's a public meeting. If you don't want people filming, go into executive session, you have mechanisms, but this is just bogus.
It's a little strange. I also, at one point during the video, he even offers to only film the senator's responses.
Which would be less than the camera over the cop's shoulder is filming, mind you.
Yeah, well, maybe that camera isn't recording audio, but maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it just seems unnecessary. And if you are on camera during this interaction, the senator should realize this. I mean, just let the guy record. Now you're coming under fire for she's being killed online. What might be this illegal move.
Yeah.
So very foolish.